Check out Girl Talk in the Spirit podcast with Siobhan. From radio to podcast, check it out online. Find it on Spotify and Spreaker.com. That's SPREAKER.com. Share the vibe online with your girl, Siobhan, yo.
What's up, guys?
What's up?
I'm like super excited for this panel tonight. First off, I gotta thank all of you for indulging me because y'all don't know what y'all signed up for. But y'all about to find out. So shout out to Trent, who's my co-moderator tonight. We'll be moderating the second annual of From a Men's Point of View panel, right? So I talk to a lot of women and they don't understand dating, even including myself. I'm starting to get a little hip. So we need y'all to put us hip tonight, right? From the men's perspective. Because women be thinking one way, right? Including myself. But don't even be meaning that. We want y'all to be honest, transparent, and keep it real. So I'm going to just ask you guys to go around the room. I'm going to actually start with She. Introduce yourself, drop your handle, and let's go.
I'm She. I'm an OG. I'm 48.
Okay, OG.
I got 4 kids, 2 boys, 2 girls. I'm a single bachelor.
Okay,
You know what
bachelor.
I mean? Date night, you know what I mean? Left side of the menu, you can make it home. Right side of the menu, you gotta make it stop.
I'm crying. Yeah.
He back.
What's up? Who up next?
Thank you.
My name is Kenny. I'm 34 years old. My relationship I got somebody to be concerned with answer I get tonight, so that's all I'm gonna let you know about my relationship status. So I want to say I'm single, but somebody paying like, oh really?
It's complicated.
You single or is it complicated, Kenny?
He's single.
It's not
It
complicated.
ain't complicated. It's just, I mean,
It's situated.
Y'all exploring.
yeah.
trying
some of
to-
the
you letting it
exploratory
flow.
stage, yeah.
Okay,
But
okay.
when she see this, it's over.
I can't. Next up.
I'm Real, 46th Street.
Okay, 46th Street.
Single man. I got 2 beautiful. Well, I got 5 children, but I got 2 twins that I adore the most. 2 beautiful girls. But other than that, I'm single and like to mingle, and I ain't got no problem with whatever.
Okay, single like the mingle.
So
All
that's what's
right.
going on. Yeah, go ahead.
Next up.
George, nickname Bucks.
Okay, Buck.
Let's talk about that.
Single by choice.
Oh.
You know, experiences with the females, you know, good, but
That means he's getting a lot.
You guys speak into the mic, George. Pull it towards you. You're really good.
yeah, I ain't really good
It's
with
on?
doing this. I've been holding tight for so long.
On
Yep.
the angle.
Speaking to
On
the
your
mic.
mouth?
George,
On the angle, like how yours is.
George is getting.
Tilt it towards your mouth. Yes, you got
There
it.
you go.
Oh, oh, close your
Not
mouth.
like that. Not like that.
He said,
Listen,
he let me.
we
He
got-
said I was
we got
in. We was in for something
Heterosexual
tonight.
men on this panel, so we ain't, no doubt.
Yeah.
All right, go
It's
ahead,
all
George.
good. It's all good.
Yeah, you know, single by choice. You know what I'm saying? Like, I tried the relationship thing. You know, that's just what I'm gonna leave it right there. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna get in.
All right.
Too much right now anyway.
Oh, 1 son. Ever since then, I wrapped it up.
Okay.
There it is.
You know,
All
you know
right.
what I'm saying?
Just one. All right.
George is
Is that the door? We order food.
No, it's serious.
That little nigga.
George is getting it in.
Whenever you gotta think for him, it's a problem.
Might be.
It sound like it. Come on, next.
Y'all know I'm Vaughn. I'll be 46 this year.
We're not sure if there's a door or not.
I got you.
Single, no kids.
No.
All right.
Single, no kids. Thank
Single,
you.
no
Go
kids.
All
on.
right. Ain't nobody dropped there. What's y'all social media? We're going to have to go back. Next. Come on.
That's cool. Big homie, the OG. Allow me to
Okay.
introduce
OG, big
myself.
homie. What's your relationship status?
Oh, mine is the most complicated. Yes. Separated, going through a divorce, in a relationship, single. 3 bonus kids. Yeah, that.
Thank you.
Yeah, y'all say that again. You say that again. Y'all heard. See, you gonna
Wait.
be good. Separated,
Okay.
going through a divorce.
Okay.
Right?
In a relationship,
Okay.
marital status meaning I'm single.
Okay.
3 bonus children in my current relationship. Bad mother.
Look at Buck.
God damn, man. I'm saying,
I'm a bad mother.
Going to that, you know what I'm saying? Like,
I got you. You respect that.
In other words, though, I only got one lady, though. That's all.
He got a lot to work with.
Let's just get a detail.
If he had more time on his hands.
Yeah, clear it up again, brother.
I got you. I got you.
Yeah, I understand. It mean I only got one lady. That's all it means. It's
I
just
like
the
that.
situation around.
I like how you broke that down,
Yeah,
too.
I like you, dig me.
It's just the detail.
You good as me.
The detailing was beautiful. I like
All right, we
detail.
jumping right in.
All right,
Let's
go.
go.
Guys. So
Hold on, y'all like foreplay. Y'all want us to just jump right in.
Dang.
All right, I'm sorry, wrong show.
It ain't wrong show.
I'm
So define foreplay. That's a great question because a lot of men don't know what that
You
means.
said, say it again.
Y'all said let's just
Yeah, heard that.
All right, we're gonna let them. Go ahead and moderate this show. Go ahead, do your
All right,
thing.
thank you
Yeah.
guys. So we're gonna start off with a light question, and we're gonna build up, or we might go back and forth, depending on how the flow go. All right. So the first question I want to start with you guys, whoever wants to begin, is: can you tell me your spiritual beliefs and how important is that to your romantic relationships?
Go ahead, Kenny.
I was raised Christian, but truthfully, my belief is you got to submit to something higher than yourself. Whether that's Black Power, Islam, Christianity, that just say a lot about you. Because if you don't worship something higher, then you're going to worship yourself or other people or material things. So if you somebody that don't follow something, then that's not, I don't like that.
I was raised Christian like him and took my shahada when I was.
The mic, George.
Yeah, I ain't too good with other shit in my face like that.
He don't like pipes in his mouth. I'm no comfortable with that shit too. You know what I mean? You sure now?
That was my bad.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay, but when you're finished, just grab the mic again.
Yeah, I apologize.
You sure?
Yeah,
Don't close the door, Ralph. Don't close it.
I took my shahada when I was in jail. Relationships, people, you have to have a relationship with yourself, and I had to experience that. I dated multiple women, and they all the same sooner or later. You understand what I'm saying?
No.
It's
Define that. Like really?
yeah, like the momentum.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? Like, whoever, no disrespect to women, but
No, I
whoever
got you.
y'all praise as the top woman is like everybody have that in them. Like you have some mature women and you have some fast women. But it's like a good woman you're going to take care of, but alter ego. And I just had to realize and learn women can be jealous of men. And we won't pay it no attention. Like the competing, who going here, what they, you understand what I'm saying? So it's like you have to go through that to learn something, because if you don't go through it, you don't know nothing. You understand what I'm saying? So
I like that.
that's just my take on that.
Okay.
Anybody next?
I would say yes. It's important. I'm Christian, and relationship-wise, I think it's important for me. Because I think that's the kind of things that I would want to cultivate in my relationship. Certain character traits that I would want to nurture, that I think the only way that you can do it is, like you said, with like a higher power helping you.
Your partner would have to be Christian too, or can they be from another religion or
I think it can be of any other belief system. There are certain things though that I think you should probably have in common, especially if you're considering a family. But that's, might be a different question.
I think it's important to know what kind of spirituality a woman has. I mean, because thereby it gives you the guidelines or some kind of background of what their boundaries are, what their focal direction is. Because depending on their religious background, it'll give you an idea of where you are spiritually connected. it's easy to be physically attracted to somebody. I mean, that doesn't take anything. But in a relationship aspect, if you don't know what kind of spiritual background she has, there's no guidelines of how she can be. You know, and not to say that, you know, religion has rules. It has guidelines. It's a difference. You know what I mean? There's rules. When you break rules, it's punishment. And you know, Christianity, which I am a Christian, you know what I mean? It's not about what you can't do. It's what you should do and shouldn't do. Because if you, then you. You understand what I'm saying? It's like a computer program. If you, then you. So if she's a Christian, then I can understand what kind of mindset she has. And that way we can set boundaries and I can kind of figure out what type of person she is.
Me, I'm just a believer. I don't do a title or nothing like that. And I just live off of the respect of life. You know, you respect, you get respect. Basic common sense. I don't actually have a preference because I ain't looking for a relationship. So I don't have a preference with whatever their religion is because I ain't trying to know you that long.
So the question was, can you tell me your spiritual beliefs and how important are they to your romantic relationship?
I've been through a journey with my.
Thank you.
Well, I had my experience with my religious belief as far as I was Christian as well. We used to all go to church together. And his brother here and his brother. But I changed my belief once I got into penitentiary. It changed me again the perspective because I'm Muslim now. And as far as women having a religion belief, I ain't really strong on my the religious belief like I should be. Because it's each his own. Like I look at it like that at the end of the day. How she carry herself and her upbringing. A woman can be an atheist. She can be anything else. She don't have to be no Christian, no Muslim, none of that. But if she's solid with herself and she got morals and principles with her, we can rock out all day. You know what I'm saying? I don't judge nobody off that. I judge them with how they walk and carry themselves at the end of the day. But that's my answer for that.
You got Christians.
I'm hungry right now, yo.
Christians.
And I'm getting high.
What'd you say, George?
No, I was saying you have Christians, Muslims, all types of women that believes, but at the end of the day, they want that pocketbook. They want to live that glamorous life. You know what I'm saying? Like, so do the belief really have? You know, is all types of people in every belief. If that makes sense.
No, yeah, it definitely makes sense.
You see what I'm saying?
That's why I say, that's why I say you gotta be able to submit to something higher.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So they less likely to get caught up in the material stuff. Like.
I dated Muslim women that was just scheming for what they could get. Christian women that lie and get caught.
Got a little bit of everything.
Yeah. I go on and on.
All right, so that actually goes. That segues really well into the next question, which is, what qualities do you look for when selecting your long-term partner? Whether you're looking for one now, but in the past, or maybe something that you've learned now.
I like
what
that.
are some qualities do you require when selecting your long-term partner? Anybody can start first.
I'm gonna start that off there right there. What long-term I like in a woman. She's driven. She got the same passion I have. If they got the same passion I have and the beliefs I have, let me tell you something. Sometimes if a woman can be straight up about what she wants and what she believes in, I'm gonna respect it. I'm gonna take her a long way. I'm gonna go with her journey as well. So if she got that charisma in the way she want to get more and gain more in life instead of sitting down on the ass and waiting for it to come to her, then I'm taking my hat off to her at all times. They the women I like in my life, whether we relationship or whether we friends or not. But I want to be able to build something with anybody around me that's on that type time. So I look at a woman like that when it comes to somebody I want to be around now, because I done been around all the bullshit. I'm trying to tell you, man. So I'm just being honest. I'm just being honest with you, man. So it's like sometimes you gotta get straight to the point and not bullshit, no sugarcoated, man. This is what I want. Who you? What you about? If you ain't about that, then I don't want to be a part of it. Because it's like there's a lot of some bastards around here, man. I ain't never seen in my life now, man. It's some ninjas. So at the end of the day,
It's COVID. COVID did that.
Yeah, whoever did it, but the shadows I seen, yeah, I'm scared to death.
Yeah. I think honesty, and I think that's the same thing. Just honest. Just be honest, man. Be about what, like you said. Just put it out there. You know what I mean?
Right,
Because
you know what you don't know. I said, I'm gonna cut you off.
No, you good. We're talking.
But like the same token, it's like me, my man was telling, like, if a woman being honest, you don't know what I can stand if you being straight up with me.
Right.
You know what I can take.
That's where it's at.
So you know what I'm saying? You ain't being real with me now. You don't know what I can stand.
Yeah.
So, but you playing these games, and I can't match that energy,
And
man.
that's the thing
I mean,
about
I can't
games.
match
The
that,
rules
man.
change. It ain't no rules to the game no more, so nobody's playing the game anymore.
Right.
She gonna quote that.
And
I'm sorry.
I also then carry on with that. With relation, you have to listen. You have to be acceptive of understanding. Like I dealt with a female,
Took me out to dinner.
and I could run around and do what I want to do, but it's just I'm tired. But it's like you accuse me, and if you hit the nail on the head, because I ain't got a straight A report card. If you on point of your experience and you know how I move, that I was doing something, I respect that. So I'm gonna keep it real with myself. Like, what, tighten up. I don't want to lose that. I see where I head at. But if you accusing me and you off, you off, and it's like it's a turn off because you'll believe you want to believe a lie than the truth. The truth mild. But you see what I'm saying? The lie got
respect
a
the
little,
lie more than the truth, though.
You know what I'm saying? And it's like,
That's what I don't want to be around. I like people like that.
right.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Honesty. I think we all looking for some honesty. But the thing about it's like what the movie would say. You can't handle the truth.
She got to put that out.
You know what I
there.
mean? I think a woman had to be balanced enough to know how and when to stroke your ego, but at the same time, got to be honest enough to keep you humble and in the right place. Because a woman is a motivator, man, and they can get you to the next level. I mean, you don't necessarily have to be submissive, but if you're supportive.
Right.
Oh my God, that's what we looking for. We looking for companionship.
Y'all be surprised.
Supportiveness.
Let's go to she, because I feel like she's been trying to say something.
She like, I ain't even looking for none of y'all. Y'all already know.
I thought about it as another show. It really ain't this show. This a girls panel because I was flipping it on the flip side because I know, real niggas. See what I'm saying? But you got so many lames out here that they mess it up. You see what I'm saying? Because you real, but at the end of the day, a lot of the lames say they want real, but they lying to the women instead of just being forward. So that's why I said, like, I ain't really want to.
Is it really though? Because I look at it sometimes like that could be weeding out certain women that really wouldn't be your style anyway. Like if a lame can get over on them, if they can't necessarily recognize someone that's being real versus somebody that's a lame, I mean, do you take the? I mean,
I take one for the team. I ain't got no picks.
No, I'm just saying. Well, yeah.
I don't got no picks.
From your standpoint of not necessarily trying to be in a relationship.
25 to 80 stupid, dumb, crippled, and crazy. You can't walk. I drag them.
I think what O was saying, I would have to agree. I think a big part of it, not necessarily knowing what to say, but also knowing what not to say. I think what you don't say can sometimes be just as important as what you do say. Kind of knowing what information is for what people, like I talk about having certain circles and like a smaller circle of people that you communicate certain information with, and then another circle outside of that that might be your friends and so on and so forth, and then your coworkers outside of that. Not all information gets spread through all of those circles. You know what I mean? Certain stuff stays in with a certain group. Knowing what group and what information goes with what, I think is that. And being cooperative is also, and Sean, you're going to like this one, a collaborator. Someone that's wanting to work together and not necessarily.
Collaborator. That's why I'm just trying.
I'm not a big fan of compromise. I'm not a big fan of compromise.
I like that.
I would prefer
That's what
more
type
to work
time I'm
together.
on there.
Yeah, that's when life show up.
Compromising.
When you get somebody like that, that's when life show up.
We collaborate.
Yeah. I'm doing that.
Right.
Did you guys have any other qualities?
Yeah. as I get older, like alignment with like identity. Like you gotta kind of be raised how I was raised and be about some of the stuff I was raised to be about. At least part of it, or we ain't gonna get along. Like you know when they say like arranged marriages, like I feel like black people would do real good with arranged marriages. If your people and how they was raised and the principles they live by, if they pick somebody for you that was raised by similar principles, it'll all work together. But I be meeting a lot of women. You think on the surface we both from the hood or we both went to college or whatever. Like you think those is the stuff that really connect you when it's stuff that's deeper than that. Like what did your mom think? What did your dad think? Like, and like he was saying, somebody that's collaborator, somebody can work with you. And I think what he said earlier, somebody that's like, you gotta have some type of ambition. Like you can't just want to be in this station. You ain't gotta be somebody that's trying to be a superstar or whatever, but you gotta have something that wants you, some reason, some motivation to want better out of life.
All right, that segue again, because I heard collaboration, I heard all these really great things. So I'm going to read something to you guys first, and then I'm going to ask you a question, okay? So this is traditional versus modern relationships. Traditional versus modern. So the basic heterosexual relationship involves a man typically being the more dominant partner. Usually the woman will follow the man's lead and play a more supporting role. This type of relationship also has clear defined roles. Whereas a modern relationship, roles are less defined, and a couple probably will share tasks, paying bills, taking care of children, etc. Which relationship structure do you most identify with and why?
I identify with the former. I identify with the first one, I guess you would say. Yeah, the traditional. Just because that's how I was raised. You know what I mean? That's what I'm familiar with. So that's what I guess you would say I'm comfortable with. But you got to be able to, you know, be flexible, because not everyone has had that same kind of outlook or has that same kind of outlook. So you got to be able to kind of, like I said, kind of be flexible.
I want to say I'm not traditional. Like I believe in a lot of that. I believe in a lot of traditions, but truthfully, ain't no blueprint for the life I'm living. The man I am in 2020, whatever this year is, like 23. My old heads and my dad and them and a lot of men I grew up around ain't live the type of life I live. Not saying it's better, but it's just a different. So I can't rely just on traditions. You know what I'm saying? Like some of the stuff they can't teach me about, some of the ways how I earn, how I live, how I save, the shit I want out of life. Ain't no blueprint for that. So I can't say I'm traditional. But modern, there's a lot of nut shit out here. Like I can't say I identify with that either. The way, especially in my generation, the way young niggas handle their women, like I can't respect it, all of it. So,
And I'm glad you said that.
Speaking to the mic, right?
I'm glad you said that. 'Cause I think I'm traditional, moderate, Nubian. I'm all that shit right now. You know what I'm saying? I learned to adapt to all this shit today, right? Because you know my mom and dad still together. They traditional shit. You know what I mean? I'm brand new now. So like they didn't crack the whip on me. So my mind said the chains 1,000 times. I thought I wanted a traditional type of relationship like mom and dad. Now this shit's crazy. So I sit back and say, I love a woman that respects themselves.
Right.
That's the thing. A woman can respect themselves. I love her conditionally. That's how I roll. But a woman that doesn't see volume in her, it's sad to me. So I don't like to be a part of. I be around that type of stuff. You know what I'm saying? So I've done that and been through them stages in my life now. So I want a woman that's strong, driven, and they don't want pushing the broom now.
always.
They pushing the broom. Yeah, I mean, ain't no men leading the pack. They want to lead the pack right now. And the ones I want to be a part of that. I don't want to be the one that left behind no more, man. When it comes to that type of stuff, man.
That's real.
That's
shit.
what I'm saying.
Like,
So you know, like
not to jump off topic, but this is what I see a lot of men we left behind. Like somewhere, I ain't gonna say we left. I mean, it is our fault, but it's like we was lied to in our 20s and late teens. We was lied to by some bullshit, and we subscribed to it. And then we get in our late 20s, early 30s, and realize the shit we subscribed to is bullshit. And we angry. I mean, that's why niggas be on the podcast talking shit, or not saying that. I'm on the podcast. I see a lot of angry men out here, like angry young, because they subscribe to some shit that ain't relevant no more, or you listen to some nut ass niggas back in the day. Like,
is that from a relational standpoint? You mean
that's all around the board. How we look at work, how we look at ambition, how we look at relationships. We was told some bullshit, or I ain't gonna say some obsolete shit that ain't relevant today.
Thoughts on that question?
I said, it all depends on how you was raised and who you was raised by. I don't blame you. I blame your old head. And like I said, you know, I think the question was traditional, modern, but it changed a little bit, so it evolves. And as the same way, so does the relationship. The question evolved, but to answer that question, it evolves. There is those titles actually put the relationship status in a box. When you say a traditional relationship, when you say a modern relationship, you've already put some kind of guidelines on it when actually relationships evolve. In my relationship right now, whether I'm paying half the bills, all the bills, or none of the bills, it's like, who knows except you and your partner? You know what I mean? That kind of information it's really personal information, number one. Number two, it sets a guideline for people. That's when the influence comes in. When people start saying, well, my man pay all my bills. Now you competing with trying to keep up with the Joneses. You know what I mean? So, you know, I'm and being in the situation I'm in, like, okay, cool. I'll pay this. She like, I'll pay that. I'll pay that. All right, cool. It's like, all right, who's cooking? Who's doing the dishes? Who's doing the clothes? Who going shopping? See, if we go by those old traditional ways, then she's going to be in the kitchen. She's going to be that. Right. But what if she's working and I'm at home? What if I work from home and she's working out in corporate? What if I'm on tour and she, you know what I'm saying? All those things, you have to evolve. So basically, you got to adapt to your situation and your climate. Right. You got to be a chameleon. And like I said, you got to really just do what's best for you in your relationship.
Right.
I think, to your point, though, I think the question is
Exactly.
I definitely agree with that 100%. That's the beauty of the romantic relationship is you get to make it whatever you want and whatever works best for both parties. But when she asked what works best for you, I said traditional because, like you were saying, there's a lot of nutty stuff out there going on.
Yeah, man.
And if that's your standard, that's what you end up with. So
indeed, and like I said, to each his own. Like I said, that's why I said to culminate it, you have to do what's best for you, because even in your traditional stance, something is going to evolve where you're going to have to adapt to it.
That's what I said.
You know what I mean?
Different now.
You're the breadwinner. I give you an example. I have a cousin, and he still wasn't, he knowing his role, but his lady lands a big money job. Now she's the breadwinner. Do the roles reverse because you make more money than me? His stance as a man is like, no, I'm still going to take care of this. That's our money. Keep stacking. That just because you make more than me don't mean you're responsible for everything now. I'm going to still be this man. See, but like you said, these new young bucks in this generation, they get a young girl with some money, we going to milk the cow. We're going to milk the cow because everybody trying to come up now. It's simple as that. And that's how women do us. They try to milk the cow.
Right. The type of lifestyle I come from, I don't get, excuse my language, I don't mean to be cussed, I don't give a fuck. If you rocking with me and I'm feeling your energy and it's about us, traditional, moderate, pre-style, custom, however, I'm going to support that. I'm confident if my chick make more money than me, then so be it. You dig me? Go the fuck where you going, you know where to come back. Like, not cocky, but real. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because men need to focus too. You know what I'm saying? And
if they base that on money, then it's like it's different. It's different stuff. Man.
Right.
You're basing on the income that you're creating together, or you're based on the love, the passion, the time you put in together. It's two different things, man.
Right.
People play off of People play off of different things now, man.
But if you look at it,
see, I turn to
separate ourselves from a lot of stuff.
Right. I turn into furniture.
How much would you, regardless? I don't care how much would you got. I love you for you.
Facts.
Not because of what you got.
like that.
Everybody don't deal like that.
That's what I mean. That's the stuff.
Right.
That's
See,
the
we
kind of
come
thing
from
we're talking about.
unconditional love.
Right.
That's the
right.
point. A lot of people don't.
That's how we was raised.
Yeah.
We had so many cousins. A friend was just a plus to us.
Right.
Yeah. No, that's real shit though. He got 1,000 of them over there. That's how he lied too.
We come from love. So when we showing you love for real,
Yeah,
it
that's
ain't
fact.
like I'm DEing or being Joe Familiar. That's what I come from. I come from love. So when I show you love, it's
Love.
real. It's
Real love.
Exactly.
Because I come from that's how I
That
was
was the
raised.
question, bro.
That's
you
how
guys,
we was
you
raised.
guys touched on a lot about how Snipe was raised and all that. So this segues really good.
You be
into this,
segueing like a mug. Go ahead, girl. You was moderating.
playing around with the question. So we often hear a lot of times that when women whose fathers are not present have daddy issues. Can you talk to me about how your relationship with your mother and father affect how you navigate relationships?
Right.
Yeah, daddy issues.
Yeah.
Well, me,
Yeah.
Oh, damn. You want
I can
to
say
jump
it.
in?
Need
You
a-
get
Right.
need a mic for
Right.
Flo?
Yeah. All right,
no,
yo.
no,
He get right
Yeah,
here.
when they trying to get you.
Where's that mic? We're on it. Right?
Yeah.
He can't hear you, bro.
Yeah, we need you to talk
Yeah,
about
yeah.
it.
Right.
Yeah. You get him right
As
here.
far as my father's issues, my father wasn't always there for me, but always had,
Speaking of the mic.
Yeah, we need you to speak.
but always had role models like my uncles, my Uncle Butch. He was like more my father than my father was, because my father had his up and down issues. But I never really had no problem with my father because of my grandmother and my mom, because he always told me, regardless of what your father's going through, that's still your father and you to respect him. Because one day you're going to have kids of your own and you're going to want them to understand because you're going to go through some stuff. So when I seen my father's the perfect example of me. I seen my father do a 360. I seen when he was down here and I seen him on top. You know, but you know who helped me with that? My mom and my grandma.
He's a mama's boy.
You know? So, but it depends. It's like how you accept it. You know, because you'll always go through things. People always gonna have something to say if you're doing good or bad. You know, people use a lot of things and different things. Oh, my father wasn't this, so that I'm gonna use that as an excuse to be an asshole. No, use it as a strength to be better. My Uncle Bush used to always tell me, be different.
Be better than my dad.
Right.
Yeah.
Be different. Be better.
Yeah.
Use it as a strength to be better.
Yeah. And I think in a case, like I was saying, as far as a woman not having a father in a relationship, you know, somebody always plays the role. Their actual biological father may not be there, but there's always a man present. There's always some type of male figure present. Some people need validation from their biological, and those are the daddy issues that you talk about, and that's where they get a false sense of what real love is. Because now they're searching. It's almost like a crack high. It's like you're trying to find it, and you chasing it, and you're not going to get it until you get that validation that you're looking for. And it's not even the same in a relationship. It's not even the same, but that's the drive that drives you when you don't have that. Same thing with men. Even men, like my mother and father, is woo, jeez, yeah. So having, So imagine having parent issues. You know what I mean? Some people can use it. They have a drunk dad and be just like their daddy. Or some people have a drunk dad and be like, I'll never be like my dad.
Yeah, right.
It depends on what kind of person you are. So not having parents trying to equate that kind of love to your relationship, it all depends on the person you are.
Right.
You know what I mean? That's still not going to validate you as a person and how you express your love to somebody else. Your man not supposed to be your daddy unless y'all in the bedroom. Ooh, daddy. Other than that, it's like, I'm not your father. I'm your mate. You understand what I'm saying? So you looking for nurturing from, you looking for protection from a man, but from your father, you want that same thing. Siobhan,
You love that
shut up. Ooh, daddy. Ooh, daddy. That's the only time, but I'm serious. Like, you're not going to get, you're not going to. She called somebody. But seriously, you're not gonna find that parental love from your man. You're gonna find protection. You're gonna find provision, and that's the stuff that your father should be. But it's not the same form. It's not given the same.
Well,
You know what I mean?
I think that females and their emotions, I think that the same way they look for something that we don't look for, like they look for closure. Why do you want to leave me alone? We done. We don't care to tell you why or nothing. I'm just done with you. See what I'm saying? So like, them emotions, looking for a daddy and things like that. Sometimes we'll never understand why they need a hug, why they need a compliment. You just complimented them, they still need another one. You just walked past, you just came in the house, they still need another hug. That's not all of them, but I'm just saying their emotions is set up different than ours. So like our feelings ain't the same feelings. Like men, what they say, Venus and Mars or Saturn.
All right, so real quick, I just want
try
you
to be a man and act like we don't need a hug.
Hold on. All right, real quick, I just want you
didn't say
guys
we
to
didn't.
remember.
I understand what
Hold
you're
on,
saying.
y'all.
Hold on. Time out. I just
this
really want you guys to make sure you focus. Like, I want you guys to talk about how do your relationship with your parents affect you. So we're not focusing.
There it is.
That's what I'm about to
How
go.
does it affect you
I was
and
about
how
to go-
you're navigating relationships?
That's crazy because they say that because it's like my mom and dad they still together to the day, but throughout our younger years, it was an abusive relationship. You know, things that we seen when we was coming up, and you know, people have to grow at the times. You know what I'm saying? After years coming past, they have to grow, and it was affecting me years ago because I tried to mimic that, and I realized that that wasn't a good thing to do. You know what I'm saying? Like, Pop showed me something that I shouldn't be accustomed to. You know what I'm saying? We get to that point, and now it's like damn, man, I can't see myself ever putting a hand on a woman or nothing like that. It took me time to understand that, maturity and understanding that, but as far as me having a relationship, it affected that at some point. I was affected by that through my pop and my mom processes. And then I got old and I realized that wasn't about it. So now I try to get a woman utmost respect and try to give it the benefit of the doubt. You know, because they go through a lot, man. Women go through a lot, especially women with children. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you got a woman with children, no one takes the time and realize the trials and tribulations they go through every day. You know, they got to cook, clean. They don't never take the time off for themselves. So we don't look at that and really, because we always move. We're like, yeah, all right, she got it. She got the kids and all that. But damn, you know, that shit takes effects in people's households and shit like that as well, man. Because we don't honor and look at women as and that such
And then they
stuff.
wonder why they.
It's like I'm working art with that because like me, my kid's mom, I'm coming to understand that more. Like, man, you know, I got damn, hold up, you tripping, man. Like she's there for your twins. She got twins, nigga. You know what I mean? And she still make the meal. So what the hell are you tripping about? You know what I mean? So like certain things I have to sit back and
Like me,
respect that.
I was raised like with my mom. I ain't even had my pop, but my mom was my everything. Like my mom, she raised me. Like, she was whooping my ass. I used to be bad as shit, just whooping me, bam, bam, bam.
Yeah,
but
the pop done it.
yeah, I see my pop periodically. I started seeing my pop when I was getting money. You know, that attract people. You know what I'm saying? So that was just one. That's another story. But with my mom instilled in me, even though I was young, she used to tell me the flesh is dumb. You know what I'm saying? Like, go upstairs in the attic. Don't go for the basement. You'll get them better. And my mom was dating my step pop. He was in my life to the point where as though when I'm bad, he'd beat me. Bam, 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 when I was bad in school. But it was something that I always remembered. Like my mom used to bartend, and he was in there backwards hustler. But my mom used to always, you know, she caught a case, and everybody thought that my mom was gonna tell, but she never told. So I seen the reward that my mom got when I was little, due to my dad not there. So it's like, you know, I come from a broken family, so, you know, I lived in the street, you know, but I always remember what my mom put in me. You know what I'm saying? Turned out, I grew up around women, but I'm a man. Like I run with the strongest men because I'm a strong man due to what my mom instilled in me. You know what I'm saying? She was always telling me, respect people's items. You don't want to be fighting with people over their items. Respect their stuff like it's yours. You know, it was just like certain things that I always instilled that my dad should have did.
So do that have anything to do with your relationship? Why you?
No. But I'm getting to that. So far as with the women, you know, I see them from a different perspective. Like I've been through ups and downs, but I never put my hands on women. I just cut you off. You know, I think that'll hurt you better than me knocking you out. You understand? And it's a different, you know.
That's how it is. Everybody's
Yeah,
different. But
you know, so it's like sometimes women play on that. You know what I'm saying? Oh, he, you know what I'm saying? But I know to get away from a situation because I know what it turned into and I'm going to lose. You know, so yeah, that's how it is. I just never found the right one.
I can definitely say how my mom raised me affect how I deal with women. My mom, on the outside looking in, it would say like she was lenient. She let me do what I wanted, but she was more hands-off, flesh. Like my mom, like Berry Gordy, she got a lot of kids. Talented. She ain't always had time for me. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's like my mom would say, like, this your life. You create your own story. Do what you want. And she trusted me to do that. Like, she wasn't like that with every sibling, but she trusted me, like, create your own path, do what you want, and it worked. So when I deal with a woman, some women try to come in and be authority figures. And it's like, yo, I'm not answering to you. My mom raised me. She let me do what I want. So you think I'm going to come home and not submit, but it's like, yo, all these rules, I can't. And sometimes they can be toxic, like not wanting to respect rules and boundaries. And because when you're in a relationship, you're going to compromise some part of being single. And my problem was it was hard for me to compromise. That sounds too much like rules. So.
And if I double back on it to answer the question, I was raised by a nation. You know what I mean? And at the end of the day, like, I ain't have a father. Most of my older uncles or whatever, like, they was in the service. Some of them was, like my cousin said, at the low point. So my male figures was my older cousins. Right. That's who I watched and kept my eye on to learn how to walk and talk and be a man.
And that's crazy. You say that, I piggyback off of that because me, I don't have no excuses. I always was taught to do the right thing. I was just hard-headed.
Right. That's where I was going, too.
You know, 'cause I had, even my stepfather, my mom's husband to this day right now, was a good man. He always led by example. He ain't talk a lot. Lights was always on. Got up and went to work every day. You know, I was just hard-headed.
He showed you.
He always led by an example.
Yeah, he showed you.
Yeah, there's always
Right.
an example.
And that's how my Uncle Bush was to me and shit. Everything I went through, I blame on me.
That's how I feel.
I think Uncle Bush is real pop or
Always
something.
taught to do the right thing, and he gave us options. I always had options.
We all had
You could do
options.
that. So you know, like
I
we
had-
come from different backgrounds and stuff.
We had great queens, you know what I mean? And me, nobody couldn't tell me. I think I was everybody's favorite at the end of the day. You know what I mean? I can go on Big Mom's side. Big Mom, she wouldn't hit me. She'd hit the other kids, but I can get a pass because I stayed at her house through the summers. Like, nobody ain't go to Big Mom's house for real. They was scared to death. You know me? I'm at grandma's house.
I don't want to cut you off. You know, like every family we all got a history with like the strongest women and the strongest backbone when it comes to family members, man. And like your family is one of the biggest ones around the project anyway. The Long family, God damn. They like you said, they ain't even need no friends. They all their cousins, siblings and shit. We blend with them. We start hanging with y'all. You know, like, yo, we see. I'm going with she them today.
We all embrace each other like that.
I wish I had that.
So like to say that though, to say what you were saying about the relationships factor, we learned from some. Like I said, I learned from some. They families, people from our neighborhood as well. How to embrace and love one another and support one another, man. Yep. That unity y'all family had, that's a beautiful thing, man.
But that's where I was going at. Like, I know nothing but love. And like my cousin know that. Like, that's one of my biggest things to keep my family together. I bend over backwards for anybody. Like, I drive to Africa. You see what I'm saying? To help my family out.
But that's real shit though, really.
But at the end of the day though, as far as a relationship, I don't know. I just don't like that commitment with the thought of it. It just.
Well, actually, now that's the crazy part about it. I'm glad you said that. Mm-hmm. That's crazy. I know. You know what's going through because the whole thing is you've been around this all your life. The commitment and all that. So why is it like? Is it because of the trials and tribulations that you experienced as you was coming up, as far as with the girls you had, the kids, by the relationship? What made you better? Because I always know you to be.
I'm not bitter.
No.
I'm happy.
Let me take the part. I'm not take the part back. Not the bitter part. I used the wrong word. Not saying that. For you not to.
You meant to say bitter.
No. Not bitter. Because I can't get that word because I'm single too, homie. So I can't say that. I know why I'm single. I know where I'm at with mine too. You know what I'm saying? So I'm with you on that. And I asked that question because, damn, me growing up with y'all, I seen this love so much. So for you not to have that same commitment that him and D-Mon are in tune to is a shocker to me. Because I always thought you was in a committed situation until you just said what you said earlier. You know what I'm saying?
But that's crazy.
Right, yeah. Because look at
You've seen it.
Bo, they
Because
married.
you showed
He ex-married, flash relationship. I'm just saying,
But look.
certain shit that was in store with y'all carried that on through the tradition, right?
And you embrace it.
Right.
'Cause
Yeah.
if a lot of shit that happened, if you was home, wouldn't have happened.
Right, facts. That's true. That's fact.
All
That's
right,
true.
so
And that's
can
another
you
shit.
guys,
Real
all right,
shit.
Bo.
You always show that.
Like, all right,
vibe.
bro.
That's facts. That's true. That is
All right.
Back to the moderator.
Maybe he don't hear me.
Go ahead.
No, that was a. So, can you guys define monogamy, and do you think monogamy is a unrealistic goal for long-term relationships and marriages?
Monopoly.
So
Monogamy, not monogamy, not monopoly.
Boardwalk Park Place. He lying. Airport, hotels, 2 houses, I'm gonna get paid double.
And nobody never lands on them. Get North Carolina, Pennsylvania. That's the one.
Monopoly.
Okay.
So I think monogamy is
Alright,
just
so we have
being
one
with
on
one
the line.
person, right? Monogamy is just being with one person.
Okay, that's your definition.
Yeah, my definition would just being with one person. I think it's possible in today's,
You got him.
but to the kind of the previous question, my parents' relationship kind of messed it up for me when it kind of comes to monogamy. Because they were married for over 55 years. When mom passed away in 2019, they were still married. From what I understand, those type of relationships aren't happening anymore. So it's like, even though I'm pro-monogamy, it doesn't seem like that's in the cards these days. Like, people aren't really interested in like marriage and
That's
being with
crazy.
one person and certain stuff like that. Yeah, it's not necessarily the same anymore. So
Shit
I
like
said,
God,
you
let's
gotta
chill.
be flexible.
Yeah.
Technology changed a lot of things.
Yeah.
You
But
know,
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
You can create an image.
Like you say, but
you know,
a partnership. What I'm saying, that's what I look. That's what I mean. Like, I don't look at that word. That word don't just mean anything to me, man. Because I'm looking more of a
Friendship.
yeah. I'm looking for someone that have the same, like I said, ambition, man. I don't have no. If you're on the same type
Looking
time,
for a partner.
if I can be myself around you and laugh all day long, I'm good with that, man.
Right.
Yeah.
If I know I feel comfortable with that, I'm beautiful with that right there. If I can't feel uncomfortable with that, I don't want to be around that.
did you
Is
notice
she gonna
like
be okay with
everybody's
that?
definition of it is
Is
kind
she
of
going to be
different?
okay with
Fine,
that?
which is great.
No, I'm saying-
That's
I'm
the
saying if
point.
I'm around that.
Because I think
Yeah,
I
yeah,
have to be-
that's
I-
okay for
That's
you.
why I asked you guys
I'm
to
saying-
define
But what I'm saying is, she gonna be okay. You like, oh, as long as I can laugh around you,
I'm
then
saying
you good enough for me.
So that energy have to be given. It's a give and take. It's a give and take
I get it.
situation. You know what I'm saying? So I
vice
can't be
versa.
comfortable while she being comfortable with it. You know what I'm saying? So
She could do the same
yeah,
thing.
you know what I'm saying? That's
And
how I
then
look at
then it starts like that, but you know, at the while,
That's my point.
you got to cut the cake. You see what I'm saying? Eat a cake, anime. I mean,
Yo, shit, but to be honest with you, I'm experiencing that now.
Deep. I
Because
didn't even know
because
it
I
was
have
deep.
two,
That's where the
I have
growth
two,
come in at.
I have
Right,
two, I have
exactly.
two situations going on.
That's what life
Whereas
was.
so,
that's
my
what life
situation
was.
with me is
like the beginning.
I'm comfortable
So-
with what's going on, with what I got going on right now. You know what I'm saying? And they are comfortable with what they got going on right now. And that's only because it's something that we all come together and have an understanding with. So I'm cool with that. I can't see myself with one woman right now. You know what I'm saying? So we all have an understanding right now.
Wow.
So I'm being honest with you. I can't wake up every day with one
Ooh,
woman.
boy.
That one particular woman. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So with my other one, we that cool. You know that works. That works.
Because it's deep. Because I wanted because I was listening to all the definitions, and when monogamy, basically the defined word is a relationship with only one partner at a time, rather than multiple partners. Now the relationship can be sexual or emotional, but usually it's both.
I asked you for your definition.
Yeah, no. So here it is. So that's what I said. And the thing you said, do you think it's possible?
Yeah.
Right.
So if
Based
we
off
give you,
of your-
off our definition, look, his one partner at a time might be today, and then somebody else tomorrow, which is really not.
But that's not how he
that's
defined
not-
monogamy.
Yeah, and that's what I was saying. So let's get to the real question. Can you be with one person? Period.
But
That's what the question is.
I can't be one person.
All right, let's go with-
No,
Yeah.
he said no.
All right, so
That was what I wanted to know.
I can't listen. I can't be in a relationship with more than one a sexual relation, because most of the time that's what it's defined by. Cheating defined by sexual, because you can have as many friends as you want. Just don't fuck them. Excuse my friend. You just have many friends you want, but don't sleep with them. You can hang with whoever you want, but I don't like that one. Why? Because you might sleep with her. It's always based upon the sexual thing. So realistically, even if you asking us what our definition is, I'm assuming, I don't know if the Lord's speaking, but he's saying the question is, can you be with one partner in a relationship at one time? Most people can't. Just like what I'm saying, some people end goal is not marriage. Right. Like my man Ralph said, I can't be with one of them because she's sexy
All
and
right.
she's sexy.
So you have yet to say yes or no.
I'm in one. I'm in one.
Okay.
I gave you my whole synopsis at the beginning. I gave you mine. I'm in a monogamous relationship, going through a divorce, separated, got 3 bonus children. I made a family. I got a family now. I got kids now. He ain't mine, but I got kids now. Somebody...
So let's go back to Vaughn and then Kenny.
No, I was, to his point, he like brought what I was going to say is that your question is what's your definition that's the key thing. And I think that's the problem. Is that everyone's definition is going to be different. So when you're like, well, women want to know when it comes to this dating thing, when you say you want a monogamous relationship, what does that mean? What the, no, see, and that's where you mess up.
Y'all not, because the definitions is not the same, so you messy.
And that's my point, is why make up a definition when there's already a definition? If you want to date more than one person, that's polygamy. Or you have multiple people in a relationship, it's already defined as polygamy. Or that's just what you're doing.
They single, so we can do what we want to do.
I'm about to say that.
Just understand your
part right there. The single part.
Just
Right there.
understand
Make
your
emphasize
role
it.
in this relation.
Right.
Shit.
All right, go ahead, Kenny. You've been dropping bars all
Kenny got bars.
That's it over there with the bars. All right, go ahead, Kenny.
Hey, yo, Wayne, popping.
Hold on, Bubba.
Monogamy is nothing less than me and you against the world.
Come on, boy.
Because it's like, I ain't gonna lie, like I like messing with more than one woman, but it's spreading me thin. Time-wise, money-wise, I get 2 women is a lot if you really fuck with them like that. Like,
Jesus.
I can't, it's too much. So it's like when I say me and you against the world, it ain't just our relationships, it's everything.
Hold on, guys. We can't hear Kenny.
When it's both of us, it gotta be us against everything. Like not your
that part,
friends,
man. Did you
especially
hear
in
that,
my
baby?
age group. Friends, it's like if you dating one friend, you dating all of them because they friends matter more than you. They kids.
Make
Not
sure.
saying your kids shouldn't be important, but it's like your kids gonna grow up and find their other person. So it's like I'm your person now. Like I can't be second to nothing. If you want me to be monogamous, I can't be second to nothing because that means I'm putting you first above everything. I've been to my mother, my job, everything. So if we can't match that energy, then I don't see.
Come on, boy.
I don't see me and you. I don't see me committing all the way to you. But do I think it's possible? Yes, monogamy is possible, but it all depends on how people raise, and you can't expect monogamy from 2 selfish people. And that's the thing that all our generation got in common is we selfish.
lot of
as shit.
selfish shit.
We raise
What about
They get
spoil?
it,
What about
but-
spoil?
that too. Like selfish, and you we individualize. We don't even think outside of ourselves enough to be in a relationship, let alone like the black community. Like that's a whole another episode. But it's like we too caught up in ourselves to really get shit done. So
I think people don't use that opportunity to be with more than one person.
We got to pay more studio time.
It's like when you're single, that's the time to be with multiple people. Like don't wait until you get into a relationship to decide this is because that and you should be. I'm not saying you should. I'm not necessarily saying you should be sleeping with multiple people, but you should be able. See, don't do that. You should be able to see multiple people, so you can. Yeah. So, but you know, there's a time and place for everything.
Yeah, because we got open relationships. They monogamous with somebody else. It's me, you against the world.
See that?
We gonna take on that one right there. It's I'm telling you, this
Habits.
generation deep, man. I talked to
Habits.
I ain't even gonna
It's-
put about that. But I talked to my dog, and he like, yeah, my girl bring him home for us. He got me and her against the world, and they go conquer. Everybody not built for that.
Right, that's the
And
point I'm
to
trying
them,
to make.
that could be a monogamous relationship.
Exactly.
That's-
And
that's-
this is
that's-
why you have to be on the same page with what those.
That's the
That's what I mean.
spice. That's that
Same-
All right,
spice.
so let's
That's
go
that
into
spice.
to dating with children, guys. So the ones who have children, if you don't, I still want to hear from you. So how do you navigate dating with children? When should you introduce your romantic partner to your child or children?
Dating with
Appropriate
children.
time.
Wow. Well, to be honest with you, I don't. It's just my do my children anybody unless it's somebody I'm dealing with seriously like that. Somebody I trust to be around like that. But
Okay, so when you do decide, how long do you feel like it should take for you to introduce that person to your children?
when I'm comfortable, when I'm comfortable with them, when I feel like I trust them with, though, I'll be around my children.
It definitely ain't no time
That's
limit.
that's the type of time. I can't give it time. You know what I mean?
I mean, I'm looking forward to LeBron retiring. That's when I'm gonna hang my jersey up. And you know, yeah, about another 10, 15.
Don't worry, he answered. Y'all just watch, just wait.
But I
You
ain't.
got the all score.
I got kids. I got a younger kid myself, you know, and I ain't showing my kid to nobody because, like I said, you know, I ain't looking. So I'm just like a Temple Owl. Whoo, whoo.
Y'all understood that, right? I don't know. See, I came into a relationship with a woman that had children. I knew her children before her and I were together. However, I wasn't introduced to them as her man immediately, even though they knew me, because I think that takes it to another level of accountability, another level of respect.
Responsibility.
You know, yeah, definitely. So it's like I wasn't introduced as, okay, y'all, me and Mr. Omar is an item. See, before y'all knew it, that was your uncle friend. Now, this is him. You know what I mean? And like I said, I think women are even, like Rel got a good point. He said when he comfortable, I think women just take a longer time to do it. But nowadays, these young girls bringing daddy home. That's your uncle. that ain't my daddy's brother. You know what I mean? So I think women are a little more freely to bring guys around there because I don't know the comfortability, but now men, I think it's a different mindset. We don't even want you at our house. I mean,
real talk.
I know, brother. Yeah, hotel business. Hotel business. I'm telling my crib. You
gotta be. I told you gotta be straight with me. You ain't come to my house.
You don't even know where I live. You know what I mean? That's
bad.
a different mentality.
That's definitely is, man.
Because people, they switch up so
That's
fast
why I keep my
now.
comfort zone where I keep it at. Whereas though I'm comfortable with the people I deal with, and we all have the same understanding.
Yeah.
We gonna get money. We are gonna travel. We are gonna do things in life. Whatever you like, we are gonna figure it out.
Me and
that's why I
Rel
like
are
my
dating
two
after
my
this.
two partners. That's what I'm saying. I'm single, but at the same token, I have two females that I
Situation.
deal with.
Situation.
Yeah, and everybody on the same page.
So that's what I tell
Yeah,
them.
everybody on the same page.
That's what I tell them when
Because I feel like I don't want to feel like I have to go outside or something of who I am. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, guys, so let's talk about the rules to dating. So when it comes to dating, we all have rules. Sometimes those rules are broken. How do you know you have found the right woman to break them for?
In dating?
And I know y'all done broke a few rules. Look at Kenny's face.
I
Or y'all
can't-
said that like,
Give us a question one
I
time.
really need Chi to answer this question because she said he ain't doing no
I go enjoy
commitment.
myself
How
and
you
go
know
out
it's
on
the
dates.
right one where you being committed to? Go ahead, repeat the question.
So when it comes to dating, we all have rules. Sometimes those rules are broken. How do you know you have found the right woman to break them for?
Can you give me an example of one of these?
I think I
Right,
know
I'm
what
about
she's
to say,
saying.
Okay, so maybe, all right.
She about to say his rule ain't no commitment. She the right one. All right, I'm committing.
What
She wanna
if
know
you
that.
get into a situation where you know that, oh, I want to be single, then you met this girl like,
I think I don't want
I
to
might,
be
I
single.
might not want to be single. Or you like, oh, I don't spend this amount of money. You meet this woman, you like, I'm gonna spend. What you need, boo? Like you might something
No.
about it that bring out you just break your rules or your standards that you have for yourself, and you might have done something that you may not have done for no other woman before.
No, I'm just saying, like y'all, it's like y'all look for a unicorn dude. It's like that's heaven sent right there. That's how I be like. No,
We ain't asked you to answer, Javon.
I'm just saying, like, for you to understand where I'm going at, like.
He gives men point of view.
I'm saying I dealt with women from Maine and Spain, man. To be honest with you, man.
You got some bars. Like,
So you gotta understand something, man. Everybody.
I'm gonna have you define this.
Go ahead.
We need you to define that.
So how you know you ain't talking about it?
dude,
Mind
so
your
I just wanna
business.
know
You over here,
about
this men's point of
That
view.
had to do with the question.
You all in your feelings, Drake.
Come on, Jordan. Come on.
I know you
Explain
just.
a little bit more
No,
about
goddamn, y'all just come right. I wasn't even ready for it.
Straight and elaborate for it. Come on.
Get in the mic, man.
The dude with the rainbow and the horn.
No, that's just what women look for in guys. Like they don't. It's on me. You know what I'm saying? Like vice versa. Like far as with the woman, like she got to be a good catch. She got to be real with herself. All that. What will get me? One of the qualities in the woman is she don't run a motherfucking mouth. You know what I'm saying? She ain't worried about what they doing out there. You know what I'm saying? She worried about what's going on in the crib. You know what I'm saying? And she communicating that's who she was when we was friends. You see what I'm saying? When we get close, don't hide secrets because I chose to. I wanted to volunteer to be a side nigga for the rest of my life because I get to see what the main nigga don't see. You understand what I'm saying?
Oh my God!
you know, it's like a breath of fresh air when you playing co-pilot. You know what I'm saying? But I'm giving it. You know what I'm saying? And she can have more money. Like if me and her having altercations and we could be somewhere in front of 1 million people, she could be cussing me the fuck out, but low and conservative. Not all loud. You know what I'm saying? Like we laughing and joking, but I know I done fucked up. You understand what I'm saying? So I'm saying these are the qualities that I would break a rule for. You understand what I'm saying? Respecting me. I ain't got to transform. No, I'm giving it real. You know what I'm saying? Because I think them type of women are distinct. I think they're distinct, right? You know what I'm saying? Because everybody chasing something. You got to start with yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like that's why I say women want them unicorn dudes, but you got to work with what you have. You know what I'm saying? She worried about we could go out on a date. She worried about what Jamal and Sandra doing because he trying to impress my chick. My chick going crazy because she trying to fuck with that. Like, why you ain't doing that? You don't sit your fucking ass down. You understand what I'm saying?
My chick.
Because that's what women go for. You know what I'm saying? Motherfucker go do the girl dishes and shit, take the trash out. Our girlfriend like, damn, I want that. You know what I'm saying? Stay in your lane. Work with what you got home. You understand what I'm saying?
You like it.
And that's I would break a rule for that.
Okay, Kenny.
He like
Can you have something to add? Then I'll go to
Talk
Ralph.
about rules. Like my rules is fluid, depending on what I'm going through, how I'm feeling. But to keep it all the way G, like when you're dealing with multiple women, it's usually a woman that set the standard. If you ain't doing more than what she doing, or you can't. So let me explain this. So I got one, right? She cook, clean, suck and fuck, everything, no issues. Got her own house. I can come down there whatever I want. Can't no other woman get more than what she asking for because she the precedent. You know what I'm saying?
I don't even know why he looking for anything else.
If she ain't asking, you know what I'm saying? Like if she do everything, she hold it down. Like
Kitty,
just
what
out
are
of
you
loyalty.
looking for?
Stuff for her, I do for her. I don't do for every other woman because every other woman don't do what she do.
True,
Now, if I have to lose her, you know what I mean? Then we can switch it around again.
You
It's like,
gonna
damn,
lose
I
her
think
for
I
one of
wanna-
them other
on the
Johns,
prowl.
Kenny? What is you doing?
But as far as like somebody I break the
Introduce
rules
us
for,
to that
like,
one you about to lose.
I don't see me breaking that rule with, like, you know what I mean? Because it's like everybody try and get something, so at least you gotta do better than the bottom, John. Like, you can't, you gotta do more than her to.
Throat goat set the bar.
You know what's crazy though, and what he just said though. I have a youngin, and he like this my main joint. She in the race, so she get the trips, she get the birthday gifts, she get all that stuff. The other Johns just get phone calls, DMs, drop past the cribs. It's like some people willing to settle for that. Just like he said, he was signed up to be the side. Some women be willing to sign up. Only problem is, like what he just said, is that you lose that
One that do them dishes, sucking for one of those. And then once you lose that, all you left was with that text
I ain't
message.
leave. That's why I
And
go
you
back
be-
to
oh,
nobody
you
get more than her. 'cause
But you know
she
the-
got-
Look, so I'm like, I don't want nobody to get
But you know the
nothing.
crazy part about that?
Now you like, you gotta
ain't number less.
You know the crazy part about that is,
take
man.
that rule.
The one that like I got one, well, I got two like that. The one made the two like that. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, you know, she want the same thing she want, but the same token, they all had the same understanding though. What I mean by that is like I couldn't just go. I couldn't do for the other one what I was doing for her because they both doing their fucking
It ain't
jobs.
right. It ain't right.
Right. That's
So
what
I
I'm saying. Like,
We just have real talk in the spirit.
I can't sit here and
Everybody
pump
playing.
fake it.
Everybody
I'd be lying to say that shit. You know what I mean? So, but,
Everybody, you know what? We're going to have a meeting. Everybody doing their job. I just want to thank all of y'all.
I would think all y'all. And no, and I have done that though. Handsomely, you know what I'm saying?
You gotta reward, yo. You gotta reward good chicks so they do good shit. Or they gonna be nothing. For the
Right,
next-
they gonna be
for the
that
next
nigga. Yeah, bro,
The
of course
reason why
it.
we dealing with cause some nut ass niggas did some nut ass shit in 05 and we dealing with that forever. So you can't
Right.
to keep the game fair
Fair,
and keep the
fair,
game golden.
fair, yeah.
You gotta treat good people
Gotta
good.
keep good because. But the thing is, but my whole thing is, cause I dealt with that
That's the
situation. where it's
baggage.
though-
They always got that baggage.
This is not my first situation. This is my second situation, but I thought I was gonna go back to that. But it's like, damn, when I went back to that, I had to be real with myself. I couldn't sit back. I did 17 half years in the penitentiary, man. I came home, man, and the world changed. So I had to involve with the world. You know what I'm saying? So my whole thing was that I knew where I was comfortable with and my sexuality and the things I want around me and be around me. So I couldn't lie to myself to kick it. So I had to be forward. I had to be straight up with the person that I'm dealing with. And she was choosing to understand, believe what I want. Then I was cool with that. I was just happy to be lucky to have that.
Right.
That's why I look at it like, damn, I got this here. And they all, now, they didn't even know one another. But just because she knew what I wanted and I had to introduce to the next one, it just had to click like that. I'm like, damn. So it was like wow. So with everybody, so nobody's left out in my situation because everybody be treating me fair.
Right.
I don't have nobody that just not doing their job right now. Cook, clean, fuck, suck, dribble the ball. Turn the. I'm saying right. That's what I'm saying. And that's what I'm saying. That person have to match the same energy, and that's what I mean.
Exactly.
If the energy is not matched, it's not gonna work.
You imagine it.
Yeah, it's all. And it just happened to be like that, man. I just have to be lucky to have that right now.
Wow.
When we get to put y'all on the panel?
I'm a
April
sucker for
13th.
I
You
ain't
wanna,
got no
do it?
side joint.
Yeah, I got some
Yeah,
questions.
you're married, man. You know, but you go to the
Just
tradition.
one.
Shit. You still stuck to that. You never changed that, bro. You never changed the tradition. You still stuck with that. You knew.
But I'm okay with it.
No, right, that's what I'm saying.
All right, y'all back.
All right, y'all, we
All
back.
the same shit.
All right. So listen, George and Bobo, I don't think y'all seen it, right? So we surveyed women. Bro, like what? We surveyed women, right? But first off, I asked all you guys to watch this video. Y'all know what video I'm talking about. I just want to read y'all responses, right?
What
I
video?
remember. The video where the guy in the car and he get that call that came
Oh
through.
yeah, came out. Yeah.
All right, so
What was her
Omar,
name
what was
again?
your response?
Oh, that's one of my exes. I just ain't a reason. It is what it is. You know what I mean? That's Superhead. You know her. That's her nickname though. But that's
What was your
she was amazing. I don't know why she called me.
What was your response, Vaughn?
That was my ear, nose, and throat doctor.
We need you to talk louder.
Wait,
I ain't even
who was it?
I'm sitting right next to you.
Talking to Mike. Vaughn, what was your response?
I said it was my ear, nose, and throat doctor.
Yo, Ralph, what was your response,
I
bro?
forgot what my response was.
You
I'm a little
said,
fried.
first off, she already know about Deep Throat Queen.
Oh, gosh. Right.
Come on, Ralph. What you said.
That's you had to
What
remind
you
me.
said.
I'm glad you brought that back up because the whole thing is that's enough. That's no. Because she refreshed my memory because of what I said. I'm a little intoxicated right now. I don't take a couple shots and this. Come on,
all right, you good, you good.
Make a long story short, like I said, like my Deep Throat Queen, we all gonna have understanding. I'm letting her know that. Listen, baby, I'm bringing Deep Throat Queen home. Listen, Deep Throat Queen come home. I like what you do to me. I don't know if you want to spray me with this head, but Try it. You might like it for yourself. But my whole thing, I like to be straight up because I don't want to be corny about nothing I want to do, man.
I love that.
That's the fact. Because I want her to understand that. Because let me tell you something. If you'll never know what you don't know until you ask a question, right?
Right.
So you'll never know. So when I ask questions, man, I've been enlightened. I love when I get response when I come back. Because I don't never know. You'll never know till you ask. A lot of people don't. Some people don't like to ask.
Right.
They try to bow in and hold it up because they're trying to. Oh, I don't want to say that because I might embarrass her. No. Do you suck dick? Do you like to eat the balls too? Like, you like to eat the balls? Like, I'm asking these questions because I want you understand the decent things I like to do.
Right.
So if you don't like what I don't like to do, then I think you need to say for you right here. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I like to be straightforward when I deal with any female. That's why I say.
Yeah.
Kenny, what you gonna do, boo? That was my question. That guy drove off the cliff. What you
I'm
gonna
too
do,
cool
boo?
to have a chick named the Superhead, you know what I mean?
Okay.
Her name gonna be Diane. 'cause
No,
that's
her name wasn't
I'm
Superhead. It was
wise.
Deep Throat Queen.
Then it's like, I don't want them popping up at no time in my life. Like, I'm a teacher. I'm in class. That shit bring up Deep Throat. All right, Mr. Medley, who's Deep Throat? You know what I'm saying? Like, I just don't play it like that. Like,
all right.
Yeah, I don't say my Superhead.
I asked Geach if she Deep Throat Queen, who am I? He said my beautiful queen. Okay. She, who next? Come on, she. What was your response? I remember if you don't remember.
Nah,
You always saying me trash.
I don't actually remember.
Oh, I'm glad you don't remember. Let me refresh your memory, okay? You said, listen, I'ma just get on my bike, I'ma pedal, put up my guard, but just know Deep Throat Queen is still on the roster. So please explain and elaborate for the people what you mean by that.
And before I start, I'd like to give a shout out. Black Pearl.
You said Deep Throat Queen still on the roster. What you mean by that, boo? What you mean by that,
Black Pearl. Shout out.
Hey, tar that shit.
And main man, let her go out that chokehold. You know what I mean? I know why you got her, but I need her back.
Okay. Okay.
I mean,
okay. All right, so listen, we surveyed almost 70 women, right? So the first thing is pursuit, right, of a woman. Do you believe it's okay for a woman to pursue you, or do you like when they pursue her?
she
I
can
like
pursue me, because if she pursuing me, then she already open to the game that I play.
Okay.
That's
Anybody
true.
else?
No, I like to be caught. I like to catch mines.
Okay.
I like nobody catching me, man, because that's a turn off to me. Because it's like, what type of motive you got behind that, man? Something going on with that. I'm scared with that shit there. Let me get some type of fight in me.
What's up, Val? Y'all got Lavelle watching y'all. Y'all know
I want some type of fight in that. I want some type of fight in that.
Yeah, Mr. Wood.
I don't like that.
Round back, nigga.
That's the 46.
Man, you can win my Mr. Woods, man. That nigga be all right, man.
My bad, Ral. Go ahead.
But what I'm saying, by the end of the day, right? Like I was saying before I got rudely interrupted by Mr. Woods. But, I like to fight my prey. I don't like to want to chase me down.
I love it.
That's not
Go ahead. Come on, George.
I switched from the hunter to the hunted. Like, I know how to get a woman. I know just what to say, but it seemed like it don't work. You know, I like when a woman approach me because I know it's real. You know what I'm saying? Like, she not like if she approached me, she ain't gonna waste no time. You see what I'm saying? Like, I gotta set what she got going on if I approach her. It take a lot for a woman to approach a man. You see what I'm saying? So a woman ain't gonna play herself. She ain't gonna just be wasting my time or wasting her time and approaching me. So it got to be something there. So
Heard that girl from South Philly
like
set you up.
Like you said before, right? Yeah, I mean, like George said before, man.
Like I said, I think it's attractive for a woman to let you know that they're interested.
He said,
yeah.
But beyond that, it's a turn off.
There's a turn off. I love you. You said
You don't even want to hear.
Oh my God!
I don't think you even want to hear why you keep.
I go for the challenge.
But I don't think you want to keep hearing from a girl why you playing, why you keep playing.
No, but and not necessarily in them terms, because you know a woman gonna play on the discreet. A woman will go all the way out her way and be like, "Where did you buy that at?" You know, she ain't just. You know, for a woman to approach you, she got to make it make sense. She ain't just gonna go out her way. You see what I'm saying?
Like I said, there's nothing wrong with them.
So from that mind of frame.
But somebody that's
Facebook
hawking you.
wanna
No. We ain't on no Hershey Hawkins shit.
Why is
We ain't on that type
Me,
shit.
as a man, I don't know.
It ain't
And
no
maybe
turn
it's
off
a
for
man
me.
law. I don't know. She
It's
said,
turn
oh,
off. It's a
but
turn
as
off.
a man,
Turn off,
I don't
bro.
know. I'm just saying, as a man,
Right.
I don't think the 100 wanna.
But she might see you.
I don't know.
She might see you.
I know she
Give
see
him,
me.
give him,
What
give,
she
give it up,
say?
Ken.
What she
Give it up,
see?
Ken.
But that's what. Right. So that's the question, nigga. But that's what I understand that. But so for a woman, the way I see
I don't got a
it.
beautiful face.
All right, guys,
What
bring
you
it back,
see?
bring it back
I'm
for
just
me.
saying.
Bring it back. One
you
mic,
see?
Go back.
one mic at a time.
She a beautiful man.
What?
Oh, that's real though.
I'm just saying.
What I'm saying is,
Who asking? I'm just saying. I was just answering the
It's
question.
a woman asking. So let me give y'all the percentages, right? So women think that if a man is at his most masculine when he approaches her.
Facts.
Her, right?
Yeah, that's facts.
And
Right?
for the poll, it was about 72%. You had a good 25% that think it's okay to pursue men.
But no,
What do you say to that 25%?
To the 25%.
That's what I'm saying.
Just keep this for
I've been getting
wisdom.
it for
I like to, like, I'm a
52, I've been getting
man.
it for 40 years. Hold on.
One mic.
I'm a man. I like to pursue women. I prefer it that way. But sometimes you don't know where you reach at as a man. Like, I done slid on some things I didn't think I could get because she opened her mouth first. So
Kenny,
like, I ain't
somebody
know
said hit him up on Facebook.
Right.
I ain't know
Hit
hit
him
him
up.
against it. Like,
So see, but sweetie, I'm coming
right.
from a different perspective. I'm always getting it. I'm always going out to get it. So I want to see something different. Like I wouldn't mind seeing a woman approach something that she want. You know, there's a lot of women, and y'all can say that too. There's a lot of things that y'all see, and y'all be mad that the motherfucker didn't approach you. You be like, you know what? You see what I'm saying? So
You honestly want to know from a woman's perspective, if a man don't approach me, it's because he ain't interested.
He ain't confident.
No, not even that. But we respect your opinion.
You know that that's not where our mind go right
Facts.
Right? No. I understand. I'm not saying
now.
every.
My mind will go is you're not that interested.
listen.
Right.
It's a lot.
Facts.
No.
One thing I can say.
That's your mind.
Yeah, that's
It's
your
a lot
mind.
of-
My
it's
man
a
said
lot.
We've been dealing with women from man in Spain.
Right.
Everything
Yeah.
different. I say that. That's what I'm saying. I say that.
This is a great.
Go.
One mic.
It's
One
literally
mic.
millions
All I
of
need is
beautiful
one
black
mic.
women in real life and on Instagram. Like, I can't get to all of them. I can't. You know what I'm saying? Like, I see beautiful women every day. I can't pursue
And 10%
every one.
of them a man.
Help if you shoot your shot.
10% of them a man.
It's okay.
On the gram.
I say-
Bad.
All right. Go ahead,
watch
Ralph.
it, my
We're
man.
gonna let Ralph have the final point on this question because it's 4 more survey questions we gotta get through. Go ahead, Ralph.
No. Like you were saying, like I like a woman. I like to go for the catch. You know what I'm saying? But the females that's easy to get. I don't. If it's too easy, I don't want it.
For you to get.
Yeah,
No. What I'm saying is,
I'll kick my coverage on that.
let me say something. As women pursue me all the time. That's what you understand. They pursue me all the
try to
time.
figure out
And my
why.
whole thing is,
All right,
what's your motive? Why you?
Go ahead. You good?
You threw me straight up. I'm saying, but no, I'm saying, what was? There's always a motive behind when you're dealing with me. That's how I look at it, because I stand for something at the end of the day. So therefore, I'm a question your motive what it is. So if 9 times out of 10 they don't even want to fuck or whatever the case may be, I'm done with them days. I'm done with that. If you ain't trying to get me no bag to help me get my family to another better situation, then I'm cool. Just that doesn't make any sense to me anymore. That's what I'm saying. My level of respect is different than when it's dealing with the females, man, because they pursue me all day long. But the thing is, like,
I've always been like that. I only deal with one type of woman. I'm crazy. I don't need another crazy motherfucker. You know what I mean?
Facts.
It's only,
Facts.
I always dealt with good women. Everything went wrong in my relationship was because of me. Once I humbled myself and got myself
Sit back
together
down, yeah,
and did what I
yeah.
did, I can handle a woman. I had to get me right. Once I got myself right, like I got the best wife in the world to me. Like, I'm good.
Facts.
Because I only deal with a certain type of woman.
Okay, let's move on to the next one.
Yep. So
You know,
we
so it
search
depends on
again.
the individual and what you want
Right.
What you surveyed?
out of life
Donald.
and out of relationship.
We bringing it back, Donald. All right.
Donald,
Next
big boat, nigga.
Next question. Next
Little-
question.
little
Man,
Angie.
yeah, miss, not a nigga. Okay.
I'm sorry,
Very
cousin.
feminine. All from head to toe.
Facts, man.
All right.
Got
Next.
big feet. Say.
Next question. Again, we surveyed almost 70 women. and we asked, how much sex is healthy or good for you in a relationship? The poll was once a week, 3 times a week, every day, or as needed.
As soon as that motherfucker get up, put him down.
Couldn't have said that no better.
No hung jury, all prosecution. No hung jury, all prosecution. You think we gonna cut the chase?
I got that on camera.
We gonna cut the chase. Cut the chase. You think me? I pull that Rolodex out.
And the ad,
All right, come on. We're going to start with she, and we're going to go around the room.
G just killed him. He broke the back, but to add to that, me, I don't know about nobody else. I'm a morning nigga, so when you wake up, get ready to wake up.
So listen, once a week, every day, as needed. Do you know what I mean by as needed? Okay, what I mean as needed.
Just what G said. Anytime the wind blow.
Okay.
Sit there and start that lawnmower. It's a machine. She ain't working with nothing else. She want a machine to buy. I don't want to get.
At least my line of work, like it's a high stress environment. Like I gotta get up and be the best man I could be, so I need at least 3 times a week. Like,
Okay. You had about, I want to say about at least 30% of women that said 3 times a week. Okay.
I like fucking every day.
Okay.
I like to get it morning, noon, and night. If I can get it 3 times a day, I'm good with that.
To be honest,
I promise. I say that to be honest with you because I don't know what's wrong with me sometimes.
I'm a sexaholic.
I like fucking.
Sexaholic. That's it.
What I do?
No, we going around the room.
wait
Go
for my
ahead,
answer.
George.
I'm just saying, like, I got an ace like 4, like.
So as needed for you.
Yeah, as needed because I enjoy my day like that. Like if I don't get what I want, it's just like I won't be focused on what's going on.
Some corny shit. Like you need a snicker. you need a nigga that need a snicker. You know what I'm saying?
Motherfucker come around and get busted inside his motherfucking head. I can think better than she get that about me. I be like, you know what?
So Bobo, you didn't introduce yourself because you were running a little late. Or in your status, are you married, single? Come on.
I'm married.
All right. So sex life as needed. Okay. Born as needed. Brother O.
Yeah.
Somebody gonna get free.
Yeah, I think I'm just being really honest. I think our mental sex drive is way better than our physical ability to perform because we want it all the time. All the time. I can't all the time. I ain't gonna lie. I can't. I'm sorry. Can't do it all the time. 3 times a week is primo, especially if you got kids.
But you know what? Oh, you ain't do 17 and a half years in penitentiary. You need to do, right? I did a long life. I'll tell you, man, beating it and getting the real thing is a different story, yo.
Niggas make cheat cheese. You still beating your nigga down.
No, I stopped beating the damn guy out because it was too feasible for me. Everything was at my hand, my grabbing.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Men masturbate a lot. We in the sexual world. I'm sorry, we sexual. We masturbate.
No, I can't do it no more. I can never do it. My hands were not allowed to go down there.
I got you,
unless I'm
bro.
choking the bitch.
I got.
I'm just saying. Y'all answer 3 times a week would be great.
Wait, what?
Fucking only time my hands going down there.
Wait a minute. You said sex or sexual activity?
No, it don't matter. Whatever, however you define.
Sloppy? Oh, that
As needed.
Some sloppy? Oh yeah, it's needed. Some sex?
All right. One more question for the survey, and then we're gonna open it up for a free forum. You guys can share whatever. Yeah, I remember. So
I eat the egg with the shell.
So communication, right? To us as women, communication is big. Again, we surveyed almost 70 women about, do you feel like your man should tell you like where he's at, his whereabouts, right? And most women was like, absolutely. that you should let me know your whereabouts for whatever reason. Someone was like, no, I'm good with it. Trust is effective. What's your thoughts on that?
I'm gonna start this way. That's cool. Yeah. You know what? Me and my woman have a thing, and I told her one thing you never do is lie about where you at.
Okay. So what about you?
No, period. That's what I'm
Okay.
saying. It's no need to lie about where you at. You ever had somebody call you say where you at? You like, I'm at 21st Street. They say turn around. Oh, see, I could be home cheating. What you doing is more important than where you at.
Okay.
So you can ask me where I'm at all the time, so you know where I'm safe. You can ask where I'm at.
Facts.
You at Deep
down
Throat
north.
Queen?
I'm at 2130. I'm down north. I ain't at Deep Throat Queen house. I'm down north.
Be your cousin like that. That's crazy.
I'm down north. Deep Throat Queen, they down western.
Let's go.
No, shit, Miles. I like it.
You need to send her back home.
I'm home.
Vaughn got a doctor's appointment with her next week. All right, let's go. Who's next?
Anybody else want to add to this?
No, he said again, Lord. How was it?
Just want to know where you at.
again?
Communicating your whereabouts.
Well, I'm saying in a relationship, I think it was good that you communicate your whereabouts because the way these street shit is, man.
Yeah, it's rough out
Yeah.
You never know what's going on.
Oh, yeah.
It's okay for her to know.
Yeah.
No.
So I could go with that. Yeah.
I agree. She should know.
Yeah. On some.
Situation, you a married man.
Right. That's why he said
That's
that.
why she needs
That's
to
why
know.
he said that.
That's why I said that.
That's why she
Even
needs
though I'm
to
a
know.
married
Get
man,
together, Siobhan.
That's why.
On
Keeping
some-
it together, bro.
on some real up and up. I wouldn't mind letting her know where I'm at. You know what I'm saying? For real. It add value to, you know what I'm saying, me looking at her. You understand what I'm saying? Even though she might be asking me where I'm at for some sneaky shit she doing, but at least she can. At least
got niggas nuts all about, where you at, George?
Yeah, that's right. At least she,
Okay, all right, go ahead, do something about that.
at least she had the time and courtesy to think about me, so I won't catch her. You took me. She
Where you at,
called me.
George? Hold up.
I got you.
She got the ball in his
Come
hand.
on.
She got the ball in his hand.
Where you at so she can do her thing?
Y'all forgot the man say he had problem being the second boyfriend. You know what I mean? So I'm just saying. So when she call you with nigga ball there, she's trying to make sure you safe.
Long as she knows she gotta do it the rig. Long as she crosses T's and dot nines where we play at, you can have everything you want.
I think they
But
did.
Kenny, I'm about to come to you. Vaughn, communication. Do you feel like you need to communicate your whereabouts? Listen,
All right, we
where
got
the
Vaughn.
end game is benefiting both of y'all, right? I mean, that you don't have to communicate your whereabouts, rather.
I think it's a time and place for everything. I don't
Okay, I
necessarily
need you to
think you.
elaborate. What does that mean?
I don't think you necessarily just divulge all and every and all information, but you learn what's important to somebody. And if I know that my lady worries about me, it might be better for me to just tell you where I'm at versus me telling you where I'm at and you're like, nigga, I don't care. I didn't ask you all that. So I learned. Yeah, or
John don't like
we might not be in that type of relationship. Yeah, she's gonna keep throwing that in.
Find out where Vaughn at.
He had Deep Throat Queen.
You had your ear, nose, and throat appointment.
No, I'm not.
Okay. All right. She. No, Kenny, my bad.
What he said, if it make you feel better, if you can have peace, because I dealt with a woman who had anxiety, so I'll tell you where I'm at. Because if I ain't, but on that note, you gotta be somebody I really ain't playing with to let you know where I'm at. I really on some. I talk all this shit like living my truth right now. But if I ever get into a relationship and it's me and you against the world, like I said before, I don't got no problem sharing my location with you. Like,
But that shit,
give you peace.
that shit. I don't
Just
mean
being
cut you off.
nosy and toxic, no.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Vaughn.
No, I didn't mean to cut you off. I was just gonna say, yeah, but that shouldn't be the first thing you ask me. When I answer the phone, hello, where you at? Yeah, no.
Right.
Hello. Yeah,
Right,
there you
right,
go.
right.
There you go. There you go. Yeah, that can't be the first thing you ask me though.
Vaughn, I had a nice appointment.
Well, her and Deep Throat Queen,
With my ear, nose, and throat.
most people
that right now.
Most people don't ask where you at though. Most people say, "Hey, what's up? What you doing?
That sounds
What you doing?
That's some sneaky,
Where you at?
shit. Where you at?
Where you at? Do sound sneaky though, cuz. Hey, Siobhan, where you at? Do sound sneaky though.
I'm crying.
I don't know nobody that call and say that. Hey, what's up? Where you at? Maybe, but it's probably like you said. It's
Like, huh?
tainted.
I mean, I'd be like, where you at?
Go ahead, she. Last
I'm
one.
be where I'm at.
I can't add to that because I ain't looking for the relationship. I hit my fans though, like my
Do you
homies.
think it's important to communicate your whereabouts?
I ain't communicating nothing to nobody.
He ain't though. I like that.
He got
he
reasons.
changed since the last
reasons.
I ain't come out. Look. I'm gonna hit the RZA joint. I ain't come out to Penn all that time to be answering no motherfucking questions.
All we worry about right now is the Super Bowl.
E-S-E-O.
That's it. I gotta get my life together. I gotta get locked
Yeah, we
up.
wrapping up this form there.
I gotta get locked
Alright,
up
let's
so I
bring
can
it
stop
back.
playing.
Let's bring it back. I know everybody's really energetic. Thank you guys. This is definitely turning up. So we're gonna open the floor. If you guys want to ask us anything, if you had any other things to add or what women might want to know from your point of view, just to wrap up the panel. Anybody can go.
Well, I'ma speak for my man. You know what I mean? Y'all did a wonderful job. I appreciated your input, your output. I'm certain that they did as well, you know what I mean? But you know, the single men, you know what I mean? Power to you. The married men, power to you. When my cousins got married, I got married, so that's why I never do it, you see what I'm saying? I never had to do it, you know what I mean?
He says we got married so he don't have to. I was late, bro, but yeah.
I mean, everybody marriage, except mine.
No, I think you know the relationship aspect is a complicated one. There's so many facets of it, you know, communication, just like y'all was just saying. I think comprehending is more important than communicating, because if you ain't understanding what I'm saying, then it's a waste of time. I'm wasting my breath. You ain't even feeling what I'm saying. So I ain't gonna do with that. You know, sex is important, as you can see. Y'all done polled people about that. I think as needed, because it might be as you need it or as I need it. There's so many different things. But and monogamy, we talked about that as well. The question I had to ladies, though, are you enough? Like, are you willing to do everything for that man to be monogamous? Are you enough to satisfy that man? Are you enough that he don't have to go looking for anything else? Don't deem him to be greedy because he need more because you're not willing to do it.
Is she gonna
Are you
deep-throat
capable
queen?
of doing it? Is there an issue? Do you think he's not worth it to be doing it? And just, if that's the case, stop wasting time and trying to pursue a relationship with somebody you're not willing to be that for.
Facts.
If you're not gonna be that, don't even pursue it.
Do it. That's facts.
You know what I mean?
Like, I love that. I love that.
Yeah. I don't know. I was just I seen a post, and it was saying like the women was saying a man could be a good man, but that's still not enough. Yeah. But no, I'm trying to understand, because people, you know, if it's like if you have somebody that cross T's and dot I's in your life, and it's like he do everything for you, like what's the purpose of still entertaining other, you know, men, situations and stuff like that, if you got everything right there? Like I don't understand that. Like from a woman's perspective, if y'all could let me know about that.
I'll make sure I record that for the panel.
Okay.
You wanna co-host?
I don't have a problem with it. I wanna get at y'all women too. You know what I'm saying? Dissect y'all brains. You know?
They gonna get emotional.
Well, they got to. As long as we got them on trial.
Look, see that right there? You see that right there? You see that? We got to pay another hour. That's what I said. We got to pay another hour.
No,
Thank
20
y'all
minutes.
and appreciate y'all for I popped up on the spur of a moment, but I just thank y'all. I'm happy in my situation, because like I told y'all before, I always had good women. You know, like I'm like one of the oldest in here. I just turned 52, so a lot of stuff I've been there, done that. So my mentality is on something totally different as far as me and my wife, and I have older kids. It's hard to tell your kids to do something if you're not doing it. So my thing right now, what I'm doing in life, I'm trying to lead by an example. Not just for my youth and my community, for my nonprofit, and my children. So basically, been there, done that, you know. But
That's a great sweatshirt too, by the way.
I got a good woman.
I think she
my
got
wife
one
is
too.
awesome.
That is a nice sweatshirt. That
Counts for
sweatshirt
me
is
is on the inside.
Yeah,
I don't care which,
nice.
you know, you get caught up in looks sometimes, but I come from love, so that's why I'm here right now. I was with my brother earlier before we became. I love these dudes for real. Unconditional.
You know what? I was in 2 of your relationships.
Which one?
Remember
You know
all
I
of
said,
them.
nigga, you know
That's when I used to come get you from the crib all the time, from Pine Street. I was in that relationship, 63rd Street. I was in that relationship.
He bringing up all your checking pad. Cut.
I ain't say names. I said the
Brother
block.
Vaughn.
All right, Rel, come on, Rel.
What was the question again? Oh, yeah, I'm information. Listen, check out Heads and Tails book here, man. It's a good read, man. Autobiographies tell you a lot about who I am, a whole lot about who I am. So check it out, yeah, man.
Yeah.
And I appreciate you ladies for having me here. Definitely a hell of a topic that I was intrigued with. So I appreciate y'all for having me here. That's what I got to say.
Come on, Kenny.
The kids gonna see you, Kenny. Is that Mr. Kenny talking about these bitches?
That's over Kenny right there.
Kenny from South Park.
No, that was the Kenny from my ass. That's my teacher.
That's my teacher.
Shout out to Black Love, like
I
My
love
God.
it.
That's my
Black
God.
love, not just romantic love, love amongst
Love,
black
period.
men, black women. Shout out to white man too. This, you know what I mean?
Hey, right.
But listen.
We all
Listen,
want.
my main thing is upward mobility for my people. Like,
all want.
I want
love
to
that.
see our status elevated, but it's founded, like y'all say, on love, and we don't got that no more. Like, love on these women, love on these children, teach these children, because like I said, I'm on the front lines. Like, they lost. My generation lost. You can imagine
Facts.
my generation's children, like, we lost, but we ain't out the game. Like, this still America, still capitalism. We still black people. We still make shit happen. So keep the tradition going. Thank y'all for having me on here. Thank you for the side pimps. Thank you for the drinks and all that. The combo. So
Chicken wings.
thank you.
I'm
So who I send these questions to the girl panel to?
Yeah.
Nah, Vaughn ain't go yet, though.
Come on, Vaughn.
Oh, I didn't even go.
I
I
know
want
it.
to say thank you. I just say thank you, and the fact that to have everyone here is like important because everybody's point of view is unique, is valuable. You know what I mean? And it's not many places where we can have these conversations like that anymore. It used to be the barbershop, or it used to be church, or it used to be, wherever, but it's not like that no more.
I definitely feel like I was in the barbershop. I think I forgot we were here.
So
Hey, now.
yeah, I hope it was some good information shared.
But I would
Yeah.
like you guys, if all of you guys want to submit a question for the ladies panel, please text them to Siobhan.
We will.
I got some questions for you.
Got
Hey,
some
And
Yeah,
y'all,
certainly.
y'all make sure y'all put our handle on y'all little page or whatever, so they can know where we at.
you got it.
We writing books. We got music. We got clothing. We just pursuing greatness, man, and we ain't out here doing nothing crazy.
Movie shot.
So yeah, we got books. Like I said, hit my page up, Big Homie _DAOG, Big Homie OG.
41,
I got my
41,
apparel and my music. We there.
I'll be open up soon, yeah.
Smoothie.
It's on the same size as Chinese store or the.
Well, no, it'll be open at
Across
this
the
month.
tire shop.
It's right across the street.
I know the-
Well, this has been Siobhan Long.
right there.
Thank you
You see
so
what I'm
much
I
world.
know.
for
Not my
joining
last
us.
name. They don't need to know. Only on social media.
Oh,
Look,
just
guys, I gotta thank y'all.
Your
This
name,
was
you
great.
long, nigga.
Vaughn is gang. He been with Girl Talking.
Well,
to
you
Spirits
know, I've been here
2019.
since-
Family.
Appreciate you. Cousin She, he be
know.
coming through. Brother O coming through.
No.
But thank you guys so much. I appreciate you guys. Trent, you got any final points? No final points? Shout out to Sounds Like Soma,
Definitely.
the best recording studio in Philly, representing South Philly.
Yeah.
Zach, I appreciate you. Zach know I'm extra, and he indulged me, so I appreciate it. All right, Rel,
Appreciate you having me.
Kenny, George, Bobo, Vaughn, Brother Oshie. Thank you guys for checking out from the men's point of view. Until next time.
We thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
catch me on the gram.
Peace.
Gluck, gluck, gluck,
I'm crying.
Underscore.
You ain't got no more chicken wings left.
Here's plenty of here.
Well, I came in this motherfucker hungry. I knocked the whole joint off. Look.